1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has departed for China to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Council of Heads of State Summit being held in Tianjin. The Finance Minister has reiterated the government's commitment to provide all possible facilities to foreign investors for business in the country. The Pakistan Army is continuing relief efforts for the flood-affected people in the Punjab. At the United Nations Security Council, Pakistan has urged for dialogue and diplomacy to halt the escalating violence in Ukraine. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif departed for China today to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Council of Heads of State Summit being held in Tianjin. The Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Asagdar and the Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar are also accompanying the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister will also attend the 80th anniversary of the victory over fascism in the Second World War in Beijing. Shehbaz Sharif will also hold meetings with President Xi Jinping and the Chinese Premier Li Qiang and discuss multifaceted dimensions of the Pakistan-China bilateral cooperation. The Prime Minister will also interact with reputed Chinese businessmen and corporate executives to discuss bilateral trade, economic and investment ties. He would also address the Pakistan-China Business-to-Business Investment Conference in Beijing. A delegation of prominent investors from the United Arab Emirates, led by the Group Chief Investment Officer of Abu Dhabi's global investment firm EIX, Mohammed Al-Baradei, called on the Minister for Finance Mohammad Aurangzeb in Islamabad. The Finance Minister briefed them on Pakistan's economy and the ongoing structural reforms. He reiterated the government's commitment to addressing the investors' concerns and highlighted significant opportunities in the mining sector. He also highlighted measures being taken to reduce energy and financial costs for businesses. Mohammad Aurangzeb emphasized that Pakistan's future lies in investment and export-led growth. The United Arab Emirates delegation said such engagements would further strengthen bilateral cooperation between the two countries. The National Disaster Management Authority has reported extremely high and high flood at different locations in River Ravi and River Sutlej. According to National Disaster Management Authority's latest update, the water level in River Ravi at Baluki is experiencing an extremely high flood with 197,170 cusic and a rising flow. A high flood has been recorded at Shadra with 138,600 cusic, though the flow is falling. At Jassar, there is medium flood with 78,300 cusic and a steady flow. At Ganda Singhwala on the River Sutlej, there is an extremely high flood with 303,828 cusic and a steady flow. Suleimanki is facing a high flood with 138,058 cusic and a steady flow. River Indus at Guddu is in medium flood with 350,943 cusic and a steady flow. River Chenab at Marala with 98,640 cusic and at Trimu with 145,144 cusic are at normal levels with a steady flow. At Panchanad, the water levels stand at 64,451 cusic. The Pakistan Army is continuing relief efforts for the flood-affected people in the Punjab. Evacuation of people trapped in the floodwaters of River Sutlej and Head Suleimanki to safer locations is underway. Pakistan Army, along with the civil administration, has established several rescue and relief camps. So far, thousands of people, along with their livestock, have been shifted to safer places from several villages. Arrangements have also been made to provide essential medical assistance to the affected people. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, thousands of Kashmiris have been subjected to enforced disappearance during custody by the occupation forces over the last 37 years, according to a report by the Kashmir Media Service on the occasion of the International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearances, which is being observed today. Occupied territory has witnessed relentless killings, enforced disappearances, torture, rape, and other brutalities by the Indian troops and police personnel since 1989. At the United Nations Security Council, Pakistan has urged for dialogue and diplomacy to halt the escalating violence in Ukraine. Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Asim Iftikhar Ahmed, in a statement at the Council, asserted that only sincere and sustained dialogue anchored in the international law can deliver an enduring settlement. He said it is regrettable that the conflict, now into its fourth year, continues to rage and devastate the lives and livelihoods of more and more people. And finally, cricket. In the Tri-Series T20 International, Pakistan in their second match will take on the United Arab Emirates at Sharjah this evening. The match will start at 8 p.m. Earlier in the opening match, Pakistan beat Afghanistan by 39 runs last night. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.